Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls. My name is Dans. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless readings for anyone with any placements. If you've made your way to this reading, I do believe there is a message in here for you. However, if you don't resonate with this reading, that's cool, that's chill. Go check out my channel. There are so many other readings there. I'm sure you'll find something that fits you. Yo, I've been feeling this feeling in my chest all day, and y'all who are the regular listeners, the collective that receives these readings on the regs, know that I am a intuitive, like, feeling type of reader. Like, I feel things. I sometimes hear things. I sometimes see things. Sometimes, like, just the knowing, but the most developed sense that I have is my feelings, is because I'm such a Pisces. I feel everything. And all of today, I was like driving around, I feel this feeling like in my chest. Like, it's so weird. The only way I have to describe it is like, it feels like, you know, when you like start to fall in love, and it's like, it's not like this butterfly feeling. It's not like an accelerated heart rate. It's like the heart chakra. It's like my heart is like fluffy and fuzzy and like moved to the front of my rib cage. And then it also kind of like travels up my throat a little bit, but it just feels like really fuzzy and like towards the front of my chest. It's like my heart's trying to like move to the front to be like, give my love. That's what it feels like when I have like a crush on someone and we just start like dating, and then like everything just kind of leans forward, and like you're messaging them and you're texting them and it like leans forward. Now, what's going on in my life to make me feel like that? Nothing. Literally nothing is going on in my life to make me feel like that. And that's how I know that this is some like future timeline ish, or this is something for the collective. So we're gonna get into it, because I'm like, what is this? Because this doesn't feel like mine. This doesn't feel like mine right now. So we'll see what's going on with this energy. Universe, please. We're gonna use my most chaotic deck. It's got all the reversals. It just feels nice. It doesn't feel like nerves at all. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. 5 of Wands in reverse. Maybe, no, I'm taking them as reversals because that's how they're coming out. Okay. 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so let's get in. Let's get in, y'all. It feels like there has been this renewed sense of like how you are perceiving the world. Everything might have been flipped upside down. Everything, the way as you know it, could have completely changed. Maybe it was a change in job or change in relationships or moving house. And it's just like things changed really suddenly in a way that you didn't expect and kind of threw you off your path. And I feel like it's actually calibrated your intuition and your inner alignment in a way that you didn't even realize that you were out of alignment. Like you had this idea of how your life was going to go and what was going to happen, and this like sense of security within that. And it's like completely turned it on its head. And it's like, yes, everything is upside down from where it was, but it's actually right side up now, because you got so comfortable in everything being upside down that you didn't see that it was upside down. You didn't see that it was wrong. You didn't see that it wasn't aligning. You made yourself align to this environment because you had like invested in that being your future. And now that it's all topsy-turvy moved around, you're like, oh, wait, hold on. I had it so wrong for so long. Then we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. It could be a big breakthrough in terms of your joy, your happiness, your freedom, your fearlessness. There's definitely binds around you that have broken. Very unbound energy coming from this. Okay, I love that. Okay, so that's the context of you. That's the context of y'all. Let's see what this feeling is about, okay? Because I need to know. Tell me, baby girl, because I need to know. Page of Swords in reverse. 2 of Wands, okay? Okay, I'm going to take that as one energy. Okay, 8 of coins, 10 of coins. Can I get one more thing? One more theme coming up here. 6 of swords in reverse, 10 of swords in reverse. Okay, let's work back from the last cards that have been pulled out. So we have the 6 of swords in reverse and the 10 of swords in reverse. It feels like there was this moving away situation that maybe from the outside could be perceived to be something like quite devastating. Like, let's say you have just gone through a breakup and everyone around you is expecting you to be really, really devastated because you're moving away from something that you thought you loved and you cared about. But really, when these things kind of like, when the chips fall as they may, actually create something really beautiful. And you're not so much moving away from something that you love, but you're actually moving towards something that you love even more. Because maybe you're happier outside of that. Maybe you're not as upset as everyone expects you to be or as you expected yourself to be. And if you're not in that place, if you have gone through some major changes in your life and you're still a little bit stressed, I have a feeling that this is not going to be the reading for you, because I'm getting the feeling that you're just like, you're not feeling sadness. I'm getting huge like phoenix energy from you, like throw me in the fire. Like, let's go. Let's see what happens when you throw me in. But it really feels like you don't feel like you're moving away from things. You feel like you're moving towards things, which is absolutely gorgeous. And you definitely don't feel a sense of heaviness in the way that you expect or that other people expect you to feel. Can I get some insight and information, some advice around this? Queen of Swords, yeah. If this is birthing a version of you that is just like so blunt, to the point, and fearless with your communication and your action, stay on that track. Now, if you are not quite like inhabiting that yet, do it. Just say the damn thing. Oh my God, I love it. I'm just living for just like say the damn thing. Send the damn text. Like, just, what's the worst thing that can happen? Okay, I'm getting, oh, hi. I'm getting the feeling that the worst thing that could happen is still not the worst thing that's ever happened to you. Does that make sense? You know, like nothing for me. It's like, what's the worst thing that could happen in this situation? This person rejects me, or this person says no, or I don't get to do this thing that I wanted to do. Is that the worst thing that's ever happened to me? No, absolutely not. I have been through much harder times than someone not messaging me back or not getting this opportunity. Like, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing compared to the things I've been through. So like, whatever the worst case scenario is still not the hardest thing you've ever had to deal with, which I love. So just shoot your shot, send the text, do the things. Just say exactly what is on your mind, exactly how it is on your mind. And I feel like I'm not needing to tell you this. I'm just here to affirm your perspective on this, because I feel like you're already there. Like, I feel like you're just like, yes, that's exactly the energy that I'm inhabiting. Keep following that. Oh, this fuzzy feeling. It's like excitement, but it's not like it's traveling down now. Okay. It's excitement. It's not like nervous. It's really calm, but it's fuzzy. It's just, I don't know how else to say it. It's just like feels fuzzy. Now it's moved to like over my belly button. I don't know what chakra that is. Not quite sacral chakra, but it's like between my heart and my, like lower than my diaphragm though. Anyways, someone wants to school me on the chakras. Anyways, 8 of coins, 10 of coins. I see you, boo, doing what you do. And I feel like you might be in a situation where the hard work is really required of you right now. And you might be in that place where you're like, I don't know how I'm going to make this work, but I'm going to push forward and keep doing it with the hope that it's going to have the payoff that I need it to have. And it's going to. It absolutely is going to, but let's see what the feedback is from your guides to see what you can do to help you with that. Okay, cool. So we have the Six of Cups in reverse. So there might be situations or aspects of yourself that you're used to falling into. So if you're not very good at focusing on yourself because you're so used to pouring into other people, then you need to lock in, my girl. You need to lock in with yourself and blinders on a little bit. That's not to say don't be social. Like, we all need our community, okay? We all need our support system. I don't even want to think about where I'd be without my girls who just give me life. But there is this clearly a habit of you going out of your way to kind of and like over stretching yourself to help others. And you know who needs that right now? You're going to be able to get what you need to get done and achieve the goals that you need to get done. Because I feel like it's like you need to make this work. And you'll get there, but you need to lock in. Like, you need to make sure that you are top priority. And we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. The action here does seem to be the biggest kind of blockage. I feel like you're not in the habit of putting yourself first. I feel like you're not in the habit of carving out that time. Like, it's not in your muscle memory to take care of yourself. It's in your muscle memory to take care of other people. It's time for you to build some new... Whenever I think about like muscle memory, I always think of like form, whether that's like vocal technique or like when you're at the gym, you have to have like a good form so that you're doing the right things. And then you want to have that in your muscle memory so you're not thinking about it all the time, especially with singing. We don't want to be thinking about technical things when we're like connecting to lyrics and things like that. So that's why putting things into muscle memory is so important, and it is so not in your muscle memory to put yourself first. So we need to establish some new routines and better techniques around your habitual muscle memory of how you spend your time. And it starts by, it starts with one day of being super disciplined with yourself. Of like, maybe it's you writing down everything that you do that day, because I find that the awareness in itself in so many situations can be enough to change. So it's just like, okay, you're logging what you do every day. So it can be 10 minutes on Instagram, and then you go to the gym, and then you do this and you do that. Whatever it is, log it, because even as you have to write it down, you'll probably be like, oh, what can I do so that I'm going to write it down? What am I going to do? I'm going to do this. And then once you do that for a day, be like, love it. Let's go 2 days. Let's go 3 days. Let's make it a week, or like a work week, like, you need rest, okay? I've done this exercise before, and if you like carry it through the weekends, that's how we get burned out, okay? So make it a week, make it 2 weeks. Like, if you are really, really disciplined with that for like a month, 2 months, your habits will be so much better, and that muscle memory of prioritizing yourself and making time to take action on what you need to take action on, that will start to just become the habit, the muscle memory. And then you never have to think about it again. The same thing I always say to my students so much when it comes to vocal technique and like supporting from your diaphragm is like, you take 2 months to be super, super disciplined. You never have to think about it again, because it's just how you sing. Same thing with life. This is why I love teaching singing, because there's life lessons everywhere. But I feel like it's the same thing with like karate or like, I don't know, lifting, running. It's probably the same across the board, where you apply the discipline for just a short amount of time, and you just got to be like, I just got to lock in for 1 month or for like 60 days. I just got to really make sure I do this, and then I'll never have to think about it again. That's what you deserve right now. Like, you honestly deserve that. Ugh. So do it. I hope that was helpful for some of you, because by the looks of it, you got some work to do. And you have some things that you want to achieve and things that you want to create and places you want to be. So I hope that that was some good practical advice. Okay. The reason why I work backwards is because I can feel this energy. I can feel this here. Page of Swords energy. That is maybe not communicating, maybe not taking action. This not communicating, not action energy that is sitting around you, okay? It's clearly not you because you're inhabiting that Queen of Swords. So there's a decision being made, a direction which way to go with this particular energy. Let's have a look first and foremost at this Page of Swords energy. Universe, please, insight and information. What do we need to know about what's going on with this Page of Swords energy right now? 9 of Wands. Okay, they're feeling like they can't move. Like they're kind of stuck. Or they can't go towards the thing that they want to go towards, or they're just very afraid. There's like a lot of fear and a lot of, feels like there's barriers. There's a barrier to entry. There's just like, it's just like, they're there, and wherever it is that they want to be, they can't get there, which sucks. Anything else that we need to know about this energy before we look at like what's going on in there? Hold on, something turned up. The Empress. Okay. Okay. So you might be this Empress energy, right? Empress comes up a lot for y'all. I was actually thinking about getting an Empress tattoo. I had a friend that was like, you're going to get another tattoo? And I'm like, could be time, but it'd have to be like 3 girlies, the Empress being one of them. So this person could have an Empress energy in their world. It could be what they want to move towards. It could be a mother figure in their energy as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be like they see you as the Empress. Like it could just be someone in their energy. Can I get some more context on the Empress card, please? Page of Cups. Okay, so I feel like the energy that I'm getting is that there is like and we got the red string and we got a little bunny. You all know how I feel about bunnies. We've got a little bit of red string, bunny, love offering, wanting to, clearly has something to do with the Empress. Okay. Look, I feel like I'm treading into an area that's like potentially, I feel like, I can be as nosy as I want to be, and I actually don't want to be too nosy with this situation. I know I'm letting you all down, I'm disappointing you, but firstly, what this person thinks of you or what is on their mind is really none of your business, right? We just want to get kind of what's going on around them so we can help you identify who this person is in your energy. And I feel like I'm getting to a point where I am like encroaching on like personal boundaries with them, and I don't want to do that, which is weird. I don't want to do that. I feel uncomfortable with that particular thing. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm changing as a reader, that I don't want to like get too close. Or maybe it's just like I'm not supposed to look into that today. Maybe there'll be another day where I can be nosy on this like person in your energy. But today is not that day. Let's have a look at the 2 of Wands energy. It looks like there's like either a decision or a path or like something to be done with this energy in particular. What is this pertaining to? The Hierophant in reverse. The Star, the Chariot, okay. The one thing that's got me twisted is the Hierophant in reverse. You have the 4 of Coins in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It feels like there is this hiding energy. And it feels like there are these like boundaries, or like there's these maybe like rules or like lines that are like established but want to be broken. Okay, I need to ask more questions about this, because we have the Star and the Chariot, and immediately what comes up is like, there seems to be this movement towards like this beautiful thing. Whatever the beautiful thing is, a career, a person, a relationship, a North Star, an aspiration, an ambition. There is a desire for movement towards it. And that's on one side of the Two of Wands. Can I get some more information on this Hierophant energy, please? King of Cups in reverse. Ace of Wands. The Devil. Okay. Oh. There is this like toxic train of thought that like what they have to give is unworthy and like not up to par. Yeah. We have the King of Wands in reverse, and it's like this very imbalanced, but like at the extreme of the imbalanced. So any action that would move forward, it feels like, or maybe it has already been like quite toxic. And I feel like whoever this person is seems to have some kind of self-awareness of these two things of like, yes, this is something that I want to do and a path that I want to take, but I don't know if it's like, if I am walking down that path with my best self. That's the energy that's coming through. They're looking at themselves and they're like, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not acting the way I want to act. I haven't said what I should have said. And I can't trust myself to do that because I'm moving towards a North Star. I'm moving towards something so bright and I don't want to mess that up. Okay. Let's get some let's see what your guides want you to do about the situation. If you're just curious about that, then now you know. But let's see what you can do to help you navigate this situation, even though it just seems like it's someone floating around in your energy. Maybe this is the thing, like the floaty feeling. I don't know. It's kind of gone away now that I've started to get into the cards. So that floaty feeling has something to do with something in this reading, but it feels like it's been expressed now. Okay, what can this beautiful collective do? Oh, no, it's back. Okay. What can this beautiful collective do about this energy? Queen of Cups in reverse, the Emperor, Four of Coins in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse, Three of Coins in reverse. A lot of reversals. We've had the Emperor come up in the upright as well, so potentially divine counterparts in this. Okay, so if you feel like there is someone who is withholding from you, don't you start like reciprocating that. Do not match this person's energy, okay? Like, don't be that person. This person is going through something. They are so self-aware about what's going on. If they're coming to you like withholding, I know that the instinct is to be reciprocal with that energy. That's not you, okay? You don't need to give all of yourself, but you don't have to be, withholding either. You don't have to be overly joyous with it either. Like, don't put it on. Like, I feel like there's this inclination to like be overly happy or be like overly withdrawn or like be some type of way. But I think that we have Six of Coins at the bottom of the deck. I think it's just give where you feel you can and where it's appropriate. And I know that like your inclination is probably to overgive and overstretch yourself. Let's not do that either, babes. Like I think that this is going to be a really big learning curve for you. To not match someone's energy, to hold your own and not have someone else's energy like dictate yours. And it's like that whole rhetoric of like, I give the energy I get, you know? Or like you get the energy that you give. I match energy. No. Your energy is not so easily influenced by other people's energy. Your energy is your own, and it holds fast to your heart-led, beautiful, radiant, divine self. And like someone coming in nasty is not going to change the color of your energy. It might change like how readily you give it to people, but like it's not going to change you and yourself. Let's not be meeting people as they are. You know, you can meet people where they are and acknowledge that like someone isn't ready to give themselves and be at peace with that. But you don't need to like change how you show up to be how someone else is. I think that's the big thing. All right. Okay. I think, yeah, like I said, there's going to be a big learning curve for you to like stay strong in your energy. And I think that's even more important that you are spending this time prioritizing yourself and spending the majority of time by yourself in your own energy. As I was like putting the cards away, we had the Tower in reverse at the bottom of the deck. I don't think this is a situation that's going to destroy you if it has at all in the past. Like, I think this is something that's going to build you up in a really beautiful way. This is a big learning curve for you to stay in your own energy and learn how to prioritize yourself, but still be in that like very of service, heart-led space that I know that you come from. Okay, let's get some oracle cards for y'all. Let's finish this out. 1, 2, we have trust the niggle. What is the niggle? What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Sorry, I'm just like, because you know I've been having this like, I don't know what it's trying to tell me. What's it trying to tell you? If you feel like it's telling you anything, let me know. Maybe that'll help me with my niggling feeling. What is happening? And then we have the Forbidden Forest. Okay, Harry Potter reference. All right. You are so brave to keep on going the way you do. Bravery, persistence, redemption. Going into some unfamiliar territory. Be fearless. Protect yourself. But like, go in curious. Go in excited. Go in like ready to find something good instead of avoiding it because you feel like you might find something bad. Move towards what could be a really, really good thing instead of moving away from what could potentially be a bad thing. That's not how we're living life. We're not moving in fear. We're moving in excitement, hope, optimism, love. If any of you guys have been feeling this feeling recently and want to talk about your experiences with it, help a girl out, let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next reading.